Howdy, howdy, howdy. Well, let's see here. Dave, BNSF, how you doing? CV Railroad, HO Scale, Samurai, Tim. Yeah, there's show tonight. Told you guys that last week. Hope everybody's doing well. Looks like if you're up in the north or northwest, you're getting hammered with storms. Hey, Michael. YouTube's fussing about the microphone, so. I'll get it over here and see how it likes it now. Okay. Randy's rock and roll. How you doing? Well, we'll be right here, Tim. Alright, don't forget, this Saturday. Yep. This Saturday is going to be the last of the Empire show, so you want to tune in for that. That'll be at 9 o'clock. Hey, Chino. Morning, y'all. Get your cup of coffee, sit back and relax. Hey, William. Come on, quit messing with me, YouTube. I turned that off. I'll see, Ari just popped in. Oh. Just to let you guys know, we're still looking for pictures for the banner on the website. Get your picture put up there on the banner right at the top of the page for a whole month. Hey, Dwight, he just popped in. Take a picture of a locomotive, rolling stock, caboose. If you want to, take it outside, sit on the hood or the trunk of the wife's car and shoot it out there. Trees in the background or whatever. And you can send them to May, Bill, Andy. Just our first name at milerailroading.com. I think Tim stepped out of the room. Hey, Rob. Yeah, you're not bad. We hadn't been going very long.
Hello.
Michael Connolly wants to know if you're doing the Walters competition this year.
Now me?
Yeah.
Me and Andy are going to try it. I got the kit supposed to be here in a couple days. We're going to try do the Appalachia coal one.
Yeah.
And that'll give us at least a good start for our club that we're going to try to start.
Yeah. So you got to burn out light bulb in that chandelier.
Yeah. I get They're those odd shape and size ones. I gotta get some more of them. They're like 1/2 inch diameter screw on.
Yeah, I did see that. Scale Trains had a live Q&A tonight. Any y'all in there on that one? And how did it go? Dwight said he saw a bunch of people in there.
I was out getting groceries, so I didn't get to watch it.
Well, maybe he recorded it.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Hey, Nick's crossing. He just popped in. What's the Walther's competition? I said, what is the Walther's competition?
It's at National Model Railroad Build-Off. Same thing they did last year at the middle of the year. They're doing it again. They got different kits that you can do, different categories, like a youth. There's a youth category, an adult category, an adult teen category, and then an open category this year.
Yeah.
The open category is open to anybody in N all the way up to O. All the other categories are HO scale. And they got 3 kits in each category that you can choose from. There's cash prizes and different your cash and product prizes.
Yeah.
So the prize for the teen category for the grand prize is like $3,000. So
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
me and Andy figured we'd try for that, and if we, happen to get lucky enough and good enough to win, we can have a decent financial start to the club.
CB Railroad said that they have an open category for creators.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's anybody from N scale all the way to O scale, I believe. No age specifications on it. Like if you want to do, you and your kid or whatever, it'd be the perfect category. Because the youth category is up to 14 years of age, and then the adult category is from 15 and up, I believe.
Nick's crossing. He said he's playing with some lead. He's doing a smoke conversion on a post-war 736.
Playing with lead.
Lead. Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
CB Railroad said DJ's Trains has all the info, I guess, about the Walther's contest.
But you can get all the info from www.walthers.com/NMBRO21, I believe is what the URL is. They had it in the flyer this last month, but the flyer actually was wrong. They had 2 of the categories flopped. They had the prizes and everything for the adult individual category swapped with the adult team category, along with the size of the module you had to build. Like they had the adult individual building a 6x2 module, or the adult team was building a 4x2 module. And then when you looked at the website, it was the adult team was the 6x2, and the adult individual was the 4x2.
CV said Sparky's still in a grain facility.
So
Oh,
they had that one last year too.
I guess it would help
One of
if I
them.
turned the panel mic on so everybody could hear you talking. Sorry. I thought I turned them all on.
Okay, you got it on now, Johnny?
Yeah, I got it on.
All right. So the Walthers competition this year, you can actually go to walthers.com/NMBRO 2020, or I think it's 21. It's NMBRO 21. And got all the information on there. They got 3 different categories, I think 3 different categories or 4 different categories. There's the youth category, the adult individual category, the adult team category, and then the open category. The open category is anything between N scale and HO scale. All the other categories are all HO. There's no kit for the open category, where the other ones have a specific kit they want you to purchase. Me and Andy, of course, we were talking about it, but I don't think everybody heard me, are planning on trying to do the adult team. And we're going to be doing the Appalachia Coal. So I was actually going to go down there Monday, but our weather turned sour Monday. Was supposed to turn sour Monday afternoon. It didn't. It waited until later on that night. We were going to go down. I was going to go down to Andy's, and we're going to work on some of the modules. Because the adult team's got to build a 6-foot by 2-foot module. The adult individual's a 4x2. I don't remember what size the open category was. And the youth category, I think, was a 2-foot by 2-foot. So here, the adult team grand prize was $3,000. I think second place was $1,500, and then it's like third place is like $500 or $250 worth of products. They had it in this month's flyer, but the flyer actually had some of the wrong information in it. They had some categories flopped.
Yeah.
I was going to do it last year, and I didn't have time because we went on vacation right in the middle of it, and it took them forever to get the kits mailed out. And that is why I hope to get it done before then. The kits went on sale, I believe it was the 2nd of this month, or the 1st of this month. And you got to have everything turned in, I think, by May. I don't know. I'd have to look.
Michael Conley, he said the kits are pretty good deal all told. Not sure if the shipping takes away the savings, so.
No. The shipping's not that bad, really. Tell you here in a second.
I'm sure it's going to be different for different people, depending on how far you are out.
Well, I did the $200 kit, and it was. Let me see if I can find the receipt. I just had $14 in taxes on it, so it was like $214. So I'm sure if you did a different kit, you may have some tax on it, but.
So they didn't charge you shipping then?
For shipping, yeah.
It's $14 for shipping. You said your
$14 for the tax.
Okay.
So I need to see if I can find the actual Walters receipt. Hang on a second. See if I can get onto the website here.
So you guys in the chat watch the Scale Trains live Q&A? Good. Dwight said that there's a lot of people asking about locomotives, questions and requests for locomotives. What is your keyboard paper?
Nah, sorry, that was over a plastic bag. Count. Yeah. Count. Order history. See, apparently I didn't pay shipping on that because it's just billed at $214.
Hmm.
So, but no, the prices aren't bad on the kits. I mean, last year, me and Dad bought almost every kit they had just because the discount on the kits was so good. So I've got like boxes of those NMDR or NMDO or however they pronounce it upstairs in my attic. Just boxes upon boxes of them stacked up. So we were planning on trying to do a couple of them and then have the kids do one, and yeah, it all fell through. It didn't help the virus hit last year. Yeah, right after they announced that. So.
I guess none of them here in the chat watch the Scale Trains live Q&A because nobody's answered. CV Railroad said you get free shipping if you spend a certain amount of money. So that's probably the reason why you didn't pay shipping. It's because you pay the $200. A lot of people do $100 and more. You get free shipping.
Yeah. Well, and I may get free shipping too because I'm part of that Yard Masters Club too. I signed up for that here 2 years ago, and renewed it when we did the kits last year.
Anybody doing any work on their layouts? Yeah, Samurai said that one of the winners lives a town over from him. So.
Yeah, last year the competition didn't look like it was too bad either. From what I've seen of the winners.
Yeah, Eric said the chat was going pretty fast on that thing, on the Scale Trains show. Everybody must have been hitting them pretty hard with questions. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty cold there, Dwight. He said his workshop and train are out in the garage. Even with the heat on, it was 42 degrees.
Oh, it's like 20-something here right now. If that.
Yeah, but he was talking about inside his garage.
Yeah, that's about what it runs up my attic.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, CV said he's starting a switching area off his main line. Industrial, fiddle yard. Eric said he's been busy, but he hoped to get back to his layout probably around March.
Yeah, I've actually got to get back on mine because I ain't hardly done anything even since we started the Empire show. I got to get a lot cleaned up and straightened up there before I can even do anything.
Gino said he took a break from the layout. Been scratch building some freight cars. Send us some pictures, Gino. We'll put them up on the banner of the website.
Yeah, go to the Facebook page and put them up there. Send them to Ralph. Ralph's been trying to get some people to send us some pictures of the work that they've been doing.
Yeah, that's right. It's the banner on the Facebook page, isn't it?
Yep. Or we can do the, you know, maybe we can cycle them through on the website. I don't know.
Hey, Adrian, he just popped in. He said he's wiring his photo sensors and wiring crossing light circuits. Fun time.
Are you using anything to control them?
Huh?
What do you say he's using to control them? Are you using Arduinos or using like Circuitron or?
Well, maybe I'll put it up here in a minute. Well, CV said his switching is going to be industrial area with grain and lumber.
Yeah, I gotta get finished with that one module that I was building, that switching module. Get my yard done and.
Getting ready for the show now. I saw Big Bill put a video up. I didn't get a chance to see what it was about.
He put up one yesterday. What was it about? Oh, shoot. I watched it and I can't remember what it was about. Basically, is thanking everybody for all the positive comments and everything on his new apron, car float apron.
Yeah.
He's talking about how he rusted and weathered it.
Yeah, Eric said BBG is rocking on his barge ramp.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Michael said he weathered the car float.
We need some comments on who would want to watch a clinic or join in on clinics if we held some clinics.
Yeah, Carolina Foothill said he didn't realize how big that float was. Yeah, they got to be pretty big.
That float that Bill's working on is big.
Is it a 2-track or a 3?
I think it's a 3-track.
Hey, Randall, he just popped in.
Hey, Randall.
We're thinking about it, Michael. He asked our clinics what's planned after Empire ends. Right now, they're just trying to find out if people would be interested in it or not before they start putting stuff together.
Yeah. Because we may have another season of Empires next season. We may actually do a full season. The clinics are just something extra.
What are some of the clinic ideas, Tim?
Weathering, trees, some of it, fine scale track work, hand laid track work, fine detail track. And then if anybody else has any other ideas for clinics, they're more than welcome to, leave comments either down on the Facebook or the YouTube chat down there or comment section, or go to the Facebook group or page and leave comments in the community.
Yeah, imagine if they wanted to see a specific clinic, they all put that in there too.
Yep. And if it's a clinic that we can't do, we can probably find somebody that can do it. Rouse willing to hold a weathering clinic. Andy would probably do a trees and track work.
CV Railroad just asked, are they still doing trees? I don't know who they are, but that's what the last show on Empires is, isn't it, about trees?
Yeah, it'll be more of the doing just like forest canopy and stuff like that.
Well, lost him. He'll be back.
My phone dropped out. Can you hear me, Johnny?
Yeah.
All right. Did you hear any of that?
Not much.
The idea for the clinics is it would be more of a clinic style atmosphere. But on here, we'd open up the room to a couple more people. We're hoping to get at least 10 people interested. And it would be a clinic style atmosphere with, a person leading, everybody else watching and following. Possibly have the person leading the clinic spotlighted while everybody else's cameras would be, on, but with a camera down look, so we, everybody could see what everybody else was doing. But it would be like an open Q&A while you're actually working on what you're doing. So if you're having difficulties with something, somebody can actually live answer you back, see what you're doing, and actually help walk you through doing it. At least that's the idea.
Yeah. Adrian came back. He said that he got all the circuits wired. They are photo for now. Probably will wire them to a system real soon. He didn't want them wired to blocks to keep the flashing short and realistic.
That's where the Arduino comes in handy, as you can set the flash rate. Turn on the cam because it keeps dropping me back to a black screen without the camera on. The Arduino comes in really handy for doing that, because you can set your flash rate, set an interval for like when the car passes over. You can set a timer to ignore the gaps in the cars. Set how often it checks see if there's cars still over it. Tie in multiple sensors into one. One set, I was trying to do an entry sensor, and two middle sensors, one on each side of the crossing, and then an exit sensor. And there's code out there for all that already written. All you had to do is download it and run it, and pin your stuff in the way it's written on the code.
All right, Samurai, he said he has no camera, so I guess he wouldn't be able to do it. Yes, you can do it. You don't have to have a camera. You can still come into the room and be in the chat. That way you can ask questions about what you're doing or what everybody else is doing.
That was one of the things we were discussing.
Yeah.
I'm all for not having the camera, not necessarily having to have the camera. A couple of other guys are thinking that the camera would almost be necessary to be able to see what your problem is.
It'd make it easier, but
Yeah.
if you don't have it, then hey, you can work around it. CV Railroad said that we completed locomotive number 3025, New Haven at Essex steam train a couple years ago, but they can't run it because of C19. Adrian Gaston, he said he already made his own flasher by making own circuits and delays. All are adjustable on the board.
Did flip-flop circuit probably with the transistors and transistor relays, or transistors and resistors and capacitors, or a 555 timer or something. And what was that the guy said about the locomotive?
CV Railroad. I guess he's in the group. They rebuilt locomotive 3025, New Haven at Essex steam train, but they can't run it because of C19 rule. C19, I guess.
I wonder what rule that is. Because Essex, that's in what, Britain?
No, Connecticut.
Connecticut?
Yeah.
So what rules?
I don't know.
Familiar with what, like Rule 17, I think, or whatever it is for the crossing signal.
I guess it's going to be here in the U.S. Well, maybe CB will let us know what 19 is. Oh, COVID-19. Never mind.
Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of the
Yeah. Well, this is a talk show, so, train talk show. You say something like 19, we're going to be thinking Rule 19 or whatever.
Yeah. It's the vid or the COVID or the Rona.
Yeah. There it says C19 is COVID rule. Yeah.
Yeah, they have rule. They have the board that's in charge of railroads. They've got different rules, and they all start with a lot of them start with a C or something like that.
Yeah.
But they there's a lot of the scenic railroads not running right now due to the Rona.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. We got tickets for the Potomac Eagle from last year yet. We're hoping to go this summer to ride it and go camping and kayaking. Tell you what, that's a nice secondary hobby to have because you get a lot of views of things that you don't normally get. Me and Andy are actually talking about taking some kayaks and going down some of the rivers that go under the bridges, railroad bridges and trestles, because they're only accessible by the river or the rail. They're still active rails, so you can't just walk down the rail. So. And the other best way to get there is by a kayak.
Don't get caught loitering too long under the bridges because that's against the law.
Depends on the state.
Yeah.
We were looking at some of the Kentucky laws, or I was looking up some of the Kentucky laws. There's some debate on whether it's legal to get out any waterway that's navigable by a boat is considered a public waterway.
Not all of them. You got the Corps of Engineers too, so you got to be careful about that.
Well, see, you can go through locks and dams in a kayak.
Yeah.
They'll accommodate you. You just got to make sure that you can, keep it afloat while they're pouring it in.
Yeah.
Because I watched them down here on the Ohio River run a couple people through on kayaks.
Yeah.
Instead of making them get out.
Unless you get somebody that's had a bad day and he just turns the pumps on full blast. You're not going to stay afloat then.
No, you're gonna have a nice bath. But the debate is whether you can actually pull your boat ashore and get out of it. There's not really debate on whether you can actually.
Okay. Tim's phone dropped again. Adrian is just telling me that the train show we normally have here in Atlanta, which is done by the NMRA Piedmont Division, it's usually held at the Galleria in Marietta. It's going to be in Cartersville next month. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, let's see how long it takes Tim to realize his phone dropped.
Of course. Now it reconnects.
Yeah.
There is some, ongoing legal debates, I guess, on some of that.
Yeah.
There's some debate whether it's legal for you to get out of the boat in the water and touch the ground underneath the boat. I'm going to turn on the camera. Every time I turn off my camera, it lets my phone go to sleep. And I lose the room. So, trying to get some supper.
Oh, I'm just sitting here. Left my camera off.
Yeah, it's still a nice way to get into some bridges that are, find out there's bridges that are there that you didn't know were there.
Yeah.
And trust me, you can get a kayak in a lot of places.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my son gets nervous when I put my pontoon up in places he thinks it shouldn't fit. Some of them I probably shouldn't have, but I did anyway.
It's a pontoon, it'll go.
Well, mine's 24 feet long.
I used to build them. Oh, they considered ours yachts, but they were just glorified pontoon boats.
Yeah. As long as I got about 2 feet, I can go.
That depends on how much you're drafting.
That's what it says. As long as I've got 2 feet, I can go.
They just pump it full of air or put some helium down in the pontoons.
Well, it's fine, except when they get old and they start leaking.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, mine's got air vents, too.
Now, yeah, it'd be kind of hard to hold the helium in there.
Actually, Michael's going to USS Johnny. Actually, it's named Footloose.
What's your name? What's the name of your boat?
Footloose.
Footloose?
Yeah.
Was yours like a party top, or is it
Nah,
like a small houseboat type?
no, it's just it's open, but the seats in the front down each side they fold out into beds, and I got an L-shaped seat that comes out and makes a bed.
Okay.
Then I got you might say a short deck on the front and fishing seats on the back.
Single level.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remotor it though. I bought it used, and 24 footers come with 90 horse, and this guy, I don't know what happened to the 90, but he put a 60 on it, used one. He'll push it around, but
Barely.
yeah, calm water and the wind to my back, I can get about 15 miles an hour out of it. But I don't need anything to water ski
Hope you don't
behind.
get 25-mile-an-hour headwind sometime.
Yeah. I don't have to worry about that on the lake here. I got too many places I can duck in and get out of the wind and still keep moving forward.
Get you a good Yamaha engine.
That's what I've been looking at. I mean, this thing that's on there now is a 2-stroke. I'm going to go back with a 4-stroke so I don't have to keep mixing oil.
That was one of the weirdest things I ever seen. Was actually those engines with the covers off of them. Because some of the bigger ones were almost like a V6, but they're sitting on end. Some of the bigger ones for pushing the bigger houseboats around and stuff. Because we always had to pre-run, prime them and pre-run them before we loaded everything onto a semi.
My CV, actually, the engine that's on there now is just a Johnson 2-stroke. It is, I think it's a 92 model. Runs good. Gets good mileage. It's got a good fuel burn on it.
Don't plan on taking it to California anytime soon, though.
Yeah, I'm not going to California anyway. I didn't lose nothing over them stupid people.
The last time here in Indiana, I went to buy a weed eater. I had to buy a 4-stroke weed eater.
Huh.
Couldn't get a 2-stroke anymore.
Well, it can be a pain in the neck to have two different kinds of gas cans. They're
He was
outlawed.
right on it.
They're outlawing the 2 strokes anyway, so.
Yeah. I said I had to buy a 4-stroke weed eater last time I went and bought a weed eater.
Yeah. Yeah, my son had a runabout. He had the 350 GM in it. Yeah, that thing scooted pretty good for a 20-foot runabout. We had a 3-blade prop. We changed it to a 4-blade. Yeah, it'd shoot the hole real quick then. Yeah, it helped to improve the fuel consumption. Yeah, they can be. Adrian said boats are too much upkeep.
Bust out another $1,000.
Yeah.
That's why we'll probably just stick with our kayaks.
Yeah, well, I've gotten way too old for that, so can't get in and out of it anyway. I have a problem on my son's bass boat. Just because everything's almost flat on the deck. My knees are right up under my chin. My legs cramp up.
Ooh.
Randall, I got news for you. He gets below 50 and I'm not getting on the water anyway. All right, well, I'll tell you what, we're starting to drift on conversation, and we done hit the 1 hour mark anyway, so.
Well, don't forget, put some comments down below, guys. You know, on whether you guys want to see some clinics or join in some clinics, what type of clinics you want to see. Saturday's Model Railroad Empires. Last episode of the season. As Bill would say, #1 model railroading show in the world.
Yep. And don't forget to send your pictures in so they can put them on the banner at the Facebook. Be there for a whole month. Get your name up there, get a little more advertising for you.
Facebook.com. Can't remember if we spell it out or if it's short abbreviated on Facebook. I think we spell it out.
Yeah. I think it is.
Let me just see real quick, Johnny. Kill some of my other apps. Yes, it is all spelled out. Model Railroading Live.
Well, Randall put that on the Facebook page. They'll take a look at it. He's saying DCC Sound installs and HL locomotives would be a great clinic.
We did a quick episode on that in the Empire series.
Yeah, but that was quick.
Yeah, we want to go more in depth in that sometime too.
Yeah, and
so that would
CV,
make a great one.
CV's also saying signaling, but anyway, Y'all
Yep.
need to put that on Facebook so these guys can look at it and see what y'all wanting to do, so they can see what they'll be able to do. Alrighty. Well, I'll tell you what, with that said, but don't forget, like Jim said, this coming Saturday is the last show for this season on Railroad Empires. They're going to finish up with Forest Canopies and Likes. So, y'all have a good one. We'll see you this weekend, and let me see where my button's at.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a good night.
Have a good one.